Holmes sitting there. There's no Burrow sitting there. There's no Lamar sitting there, right? The three probably best quarterbacks in the NFL outside of Josh Allen. But there are some darn good defenses. And this Jags team is one of them, especially against the run, where they've been tops in success rate against. That means the Bills won't just be able to grind it out the way they love to do. And because of that, give me the Jacksonville Jaguars.
You already know what I'm going to say. It's the Jaguars. I'm picking the Jaguars in this game. I think that the defensive improvement is going to shine in this game, especially against a Bills offense that sort of doesn't really have answers in the passing game. I think they're going to be able to frustrate Josh Allen. And offensively, if they're able to generate the run game, if they're able to get Patrick McCarry back at right guard, Robert Hainsey has played really well at center, if they're able to attack this run defense of the Bills, which has been awful this year, and force the Bills onto their back foot, I think the Jaguars win this one.
All right, so that is 2 votes for the Jags this weekend. I'm sure I can see the smile. It's starting to come out on JP's face. There it is. There it is. Good.
Happy day of the week, everyone. Welcome back. So, I found this absolute gem of a pre-game segment breaking down the Jaguars versus Bills wildcard game, and friends, it has not aged well at all. We just watched the fearless prediction from ESPN, and now it's time to put on our hindsight glasses and break down exactly why this analysis went so spectacularly off the rails. First, let's give them credit. The case they made sounded logical. They pointed out the Bills' weaknesses: a receiving core without a true alpha, a defense that had its shaky moments, the whole narrative about this being maybe the weakest roster Josh Allen has had in the playoffs. On the other side, they sold us on the Jaguars' incredible 13-win season, the A-plus coaching job by Liam Cohen, and that nasty, top-ranked run defense. They framed it as the perfect storm, a vulnerable Bills team against a red-hot, ascending Jaguars squad ready for their moment. And then they delivered the knockout stat. The Bills are 0-8 on the road in the playoffs. They haven't won a road playoff game in 33 years. I mean, come on. How do you argue with that? It felt like the final nail in the coffin. The numbers, the narrative, the momentum, everything pointed to Jacksonville. But this, right here, is why we play the games. This is the beautiful, brutal chaos of the NFL playoffs. All that logical analysis runs headfirst into one simple, undeniable fact: Josh Allen. They said it would take a superhuman effort from Allen, and then he went out and gave them exactly that. They talked about the Jaguars' defense frustrating him, but Allen's entire career has been built on defying scheme and creating magic outside the structure. They thought the Bills' run game wouldn't be able to grind, so Allen just decided to do it all himself, with his arm and his legs. Their whole analysis was based on stopping the Bills' system, but when you have a quarterback like that, the system becomes him. And on that day, the system was unstoppable. Let's talk about the other side of the ball. The Jaguars' scary defense. Where was that game-wrecking run defense when it mattered most? The Bills, who were supposed to be one-dimensional, imposed their will. And what about Trevor Lawrence's big announcement party? The pressure of a home playoff game as the favorite is a different kind of weight. The experienced, battle-tested quarterback in Josh Allen looked calm, while the Jaguars, for all their regular season success, looked like a team discovering that January football is a different beast. The most poetic part? That 33-year road playoff curse they hammered home. The Bills didn't just beat it, they obliterated it. They walked into a hostile environment, against a team everyone was suddenly in love with, and ripped the script to pieces. They didn't just win a game, they killed a narrative. So, what's the lesson here? You can have all the advanced stats, all the logical matchup advantages, all the compelling historical trends, but if you don't properly account for the sheer game-breaking will of a superstar quarterback in his prime, your prediction is built on sand. Mike and JP made a bold, logical call, but logic doesn't always win in the playoffs. Heroics do. This is why I love doing this. It's a perfect reminder that nobody knows anything for sure in this league. Now I want to hear from you guys. When you saw this segment before the game, did you buy the Jaguars' hype? Or did you have a feeling Josh Allen was about to remind everyone who he is, and who else in the media got this game completely wrong? Let's fight about it, respectfully, in the comments below. If you enjoyed this look back at a take that aged like milk, do the channel a huge favor. Give this video a thumbs up It really helps us out. And subscribe if you haven't already. We're building an amazing community here of people who just love to talk ball, through the good takes and the brutally bad ones. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.